Hello and welcome to Goldtide IAS Academy. So let's get started. Or question number 1. With respect to input tax credit under GST regime in India, consider the following statement. Here, Mr. A purchased goods worth 20,000 and pay 3,600 as a GST under 80% tax rate. Then he sells goods at 24,000 with GST payable being 4,320 rupees at 80% GST tax rate. Then net GST payable is a 720, B 4000, C 365 and D 600 rupees. Right, now let me understand what is input tax credit. So here input tax credit means at a time of the paying the tax on your output, you can reduce tax that you have already paid on your input. Now let me understand what is input tax credit in simple and layman word. Suppose that you are a manufacturer, right, and tax that payable on your final output or final product, that is 450 rupees. But to manufacture the final product, suppose that you had purchased three raw material A, B and C, right, and you had paid GST on purchase of this ABC raw material. Let me suppose that tax that you had paid on the purchase of this raw material ABC is 100, 120 and 80 rupees respectively, right? So here under input tax credit I can claim tax refund, which is tax paid on the final product, that is 450 rupees, minus tax that I had paid on the purchase of raw material ABC, which is 100 plus 120 plus 80, right? So here my final answer will become 150 rupees. So this 150 rupees is effective tax that I will have to pay, right? So in this question, I had paid the tax on the final product, that is 4,320 rupees, but the tax that I had paid on the purchase of input, that is 3,600 rupees. So here my net effective tax will become 720 rupees, because I had already paid 3,600 rupees on the purchase of my intermediary or raw material, right? So now I will have to pay only 720 rupees, and the rest of the money that I had paid will be refunded in my account. So this is input tax credit, right? So my final answer for this question will be A, that is 720 rupees. Now let me have a look into question number 2. So question number 2, consider the following statement. First, majority of reef building coral are found within tropical and subtropical water. Second, algae bloom on the coral reef is a sign of good coral health. Third, coral can reproduce asexually and sexually. Fourth, Pacific Ocean has the greatest number of coral species than Antarctic Ocean. Here we have to find out correct statement. A 1 and 2, B 2 3 4, C 1 3 4, D all of the above statement. Here if you know that what is the ideal condition for growth of the coral reef, then you can easily land on your final correct answer, right? Here we know that for the growth of the coral reef we require the presence of photic zone, we require the adequate amount of sunlight, and we require the clean water. So here our second statement says that algae bloom on the coral reef is a sign of the good coral health, which is incorrect one. Why? Because here presence of algae bloom, it restricts the penetration of the sunlight into photic zone. Hence presence of algae bloom on the coral reef is a sign of the stress on the coral health. And so our second statement, that is incorrect one. So here our first option is incorrect one, B that is incorrect one, D that is incorrect one. So final answer for this question will be C, that is 1, 3 and 4 only. Now let me have a look into explanation. So here we have, as we have already discussed about the ideal condition for growth of coral reef, we found this condition within tropical and subtropical region, right? Hence we found the variety of the coral reef species within this zone. When we move upward, we found less amount of the diversity of coral reef, right? Hence our first statement, that is correct one. Now here our second statement that is also incorrect. Second statement, that is incorrect one, as we have already discussed it. Our third statement, that is correct one, because coral can reproduce asexually and sexually. Fourth statement, that is also correct one, because generally there are about twice as many coral reef species in the Pacific Ocean than Atlantic Ocean, right? So our final answer for this question will be C, that is 1, 3 and 4 only. Now let me have a look into question number 3. Question 3. Global Coral Reef Monitoring Network was established by A. World Economic Forum, B. International Coral Reef Initiative, C. UNEP Secretariat, and D. UNFCCC Secretariat. So here this network was launched by International Coral Reef Initiative in 1995 with main aim to provide the coral reef data aggregating from the national to regional and then to global level. right? So final answer for this question will be B, that is International Coral Reef Initiative. Now question number 4. Question 4. Which of the following country does Tropic of Capricorn doesn't pass? Right? A. Australia, B. New Zealand, C. Madagascar, D. Chile. So here in a map, as we can see that here we have Tropic of Capricorn, right? This is our equator and this is our Tropic of Cancer. So here we can say that Tropic of Cancer passed through Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil. Then here we have Namibia. Then we have Botswana. Then we have South Africa. Then we have Mozambique. Then we have Madagascar. Then we have Australia, and here we have Papua New Guinea, Iceland. It does not pass through New Zealand, right? So our final answer for this question will be B, that is New Zealand. Now question number 5. So question number 5. Which of the following provision is are presented in the Finance Commission Miscellaneous Provision Act 1951? First, President shall lay down the recommendation made by Finance Commission before each house of the Parliament. Second, Commission shall have all power of civil court under Code of Civil Procedure 1908. 3. Qualification of member of commission are provided in said act. Fourth, member of Finance Commission are eligible for reappointment. Here we have to find out correct code. We have option A 123, B 234, C 134, D all of the above statement. So here our first statement, that is incorrect one, because first statement is a part of Indian Constitution and not a part of Finance Commission Miscellaneous Provision Act 1951. Under Article 281 it says that President shall cause to lay before both House of the Parliament report of Finance Commission. Now other provisions are mentioned under Finance Commission Miscellaneous Provision Act 1951, and those are, it provide qualification to be appointed as a member of Finance Commission. Then it also says that member are eligible for reappointment, right? And it also says that Finance Commission has all power of civil court under Code of Civil Procedure 1908, right? So our final answer for this question will be B, that is 2, 3 and 4 only, right? So this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon in next video.